guys? This is Tarkin coming at you with another game of Minecraft. Here we are at our house, the crime family back together again, but we'll go talk to them before too long. We're just messing around for a little bit. Won't be playing too long, I don't think. And have no real plan, so, you know, what do you do when you don't have a plan? Look at your inventory and see that you have too much stuff? Unfortunately, yes. Well, we will put some of it into boxes and then never look at those boxes again, as is tradition. Alright, so some terracotta, we might need that, but before all of that, what we need to do is get a whole bunch of sand, just like a lot of it. Which means we'll also want to mend up our shovel real quick so that we can go get a bunch of sand. So there you go. Now I have something to do. Can we get the carrots yet? Like, I need bigger fields. I'm embarrassed by the size of these fields. I mean, can you even call this a field? This is merely like a couple of rows. It's okay, you know, it's enough carrots. It is. It's just my normal standards are a little bit more intense. But it will all work out. The important thing with your fields is that they work. You know, they should serve your purposes. And all we really need is enough experience to get our stuff working again. We need to mend the pickaxe as well, although that's not really a priority now because we're not going to be using the pickaxe for much at the moment. Oh no. With the shovel in the offhand, it's awful. I didn't even realize. So I was accidentally making it a path, which is terrible. Because the sheep can't eat pathway, I don't think. But the cows don't need pathway, or rather grass. The cows just merely do cow things. At least I think that's true. But sheep, if you shear them, they'll chomp on some grass and get their coat of wool back, just like in the simulations. This poor shovel. We need to make these pens bigger and have like 3 times as many animals in them. That's my takeaway from this. So that the pens are not extensive enough. Alright, let's go get some sand. I said... Oh, I had the water bucket. That would explain why I couldn't fly. Alright, so we need to get some sand. And we obviously don't want to go too far for it, but we also very clearly don't want to take it from, you know, a local sandbar. So we'll find a beach, probably just on the other side of this here. And put a herding onto it. We'll go to the other side. There's deserts and such that way. I love this little island here. One lonely oak tree. And here, man, I don't want to ruin any of these beaches. I'll ruin this one over here. That island, I just like the sand there too much. I don't want to... No, here we go. Here's a nice beach that we don't need, and we can ruin it and not feel bad. Perfect. And we're just gonna get, like, you know, a lot of sand here. It will float. And that'll be good. We can, you know, pick bunches of it up. And this way we won't be detracting too much from the natural, you know, beauty of the landscape. Only if you go underwater. And you'll be like, man, that sandbar really, really stopped being sand at a certain point. Ooh, spooky. We'll create some nice rapids instead. That'll be a good monument. Some nice inexplicable rapids. Alright, good stuff. We have now secured an amount of sand, which is just what I wanted to do. Perfection. And then we'll be able to take all of this home and put the sand in a slightly different configuration around our stuff, which is very important. You know, you gotta take stuff from one place in the world and put it to other places. It's the only way. But we got our little artificial badlands that we're working on. So I figure, hey, we'll just, here, it's, you know, there's so many blocks. You feel like, oh, I don't want to ruin the beach, and then you realize, well, you already got a lot of stacks of sand, and you didn't really have to ruin too much of a beach. I mean, it's clearly a problem. Rapids like this don't exist in orientations like this in the game. At least not that I have found. It's a telltale sign that I have went somewhere and made the world worse. But that's okay. now the time-honored tradition of taking the sand that we got from one place and putting it in a different place, just as planned. Ah, just as planned. And it's looking awesome. You know, sure I could be doing it more elegantly, but that's unlikely. I need to remember that walking backwards is a good way for steadiness with block placement. And I can come back later. And get the sand blocks that are up at the top there, because there's no need for them. If I had anything peeking out of the water there, it would be better to use like one of these prismarine forms. Here, we're doing a great job of covering up all the gravel. You know, we're doing a job of it. But importantly, it'll scan from the air. We'll have like the band of sand beneath the band of the red sand, and then the water there, which will be very, very pleasant. I think it'd be better if we had, you know, a different biome for excessive water prettiness, but you gotta take what you got. I should have got more sand. I don't know why I thought I was going to have enough sand. I even said out loud, man, you know, you think you have a lot, but it's not really that much. Alas. Well, if I was capable of learning from the past, you would not see the guy that you see in front of you. That's for sure. No, I'm being unfair. I've learned plenty of things from the past. They were not always lessons people around me wished that I would learn, though. But like everybody else, I like to learn at my own pace. Whoops. It's hard to get the angle where you're not going to get any lower ones. There we go. Oh man, it's looking so good. Just need to get rid of that. And that. So here we get to give it the lovely illusion of like the sediment having settled somewhat on it, but really, of course, all illusion. I'm under attack with a trident? How could this be happening to me? It's outrageous. It's unfair. How can I be the champion of the ocean and be attacked with a trident? You know, Drown don't drop anything good except tridents, but that isn't going to stop me from hitting him sometimes. Also, I need more tridents. Because I don't have the fancy pants enchants on mine. Hello, Ashes. Happy New Year to you as well. Hello, Justine. Happy New Year's. Yes, it is Midnight 06 for me. But what I'm really excited about is not just that it's raining in Minecraft, which is nice, but I saw the most wonderful YouTube video. I think everybody is going to be seeing it soon. It's blowing up. For the Blue Dog and Majora's Mask has finally won the race, and oh, it's just wonderful. It's just the most wonderful thing. I guess it didn't happen just now, but I'm just now learning about it, and I'm very excited. Two hours away for you, you say? Ah, it's a thunderstorm. Well, what we're gonna do is go fight through it and see if maybe we will be blessed with an awesome skeleton horse. I thought the thunder exploding was just the folks outside shooting off explosives as they do. But I do need skeleton horses, so I mean need. It's putting it sort of ridiculously, given that I've made it plenty far in this world without them. Explosions all over the place. But I'm not sure, but I don't think the lightning bolt spawns the horse. I think the horse just spawns, and then when you approach it, the lightning bolt hits it. But I have only witnessed it 2 times ever. Hey Jimmy, Happy New Year's. Ask if I know the song by Katy Perry, California Girls featuring Snoop Dogg. No, I don't think I heard that one. I didn't really listen to very much of her music. Unless Postmodern Jukebox did a cover of it, in which case I've heard it. But really only their versions. Because once you've listened to Last Friday Night, where there's a vibraphone solo, and if you're not a percussionist, that won't mean anything to you, but a vibraphone is like a very cool xylophone with metal, metal resonators, and they're super expensive. And you usually only see them in, like, you know, high school band rooms or better, but you don't see them on YouTube channels very often. And there's a vibraphone solo. But anyway, no, I don't know this song. I'm sure Katy Perry is doing just fine without me listening to her, though. I would not recognize her if I were introduced to her. And someone was like, hey, here's my friend, Miss Perry. I would be like, oh, an adult human woman. And then I would just, like, go on about my business. Not because I don't care about famous people, because I literally don't know what she looks like. So someone would have to explain to me that she was the important one too. I would just think it was a person. I imagine it would be incredibly annoying for a famous person to meet, so, like, good for them that they don't have to know me. because, like, depending on who they were, I would either insist on treating them like they weren't cool at all and were just like a normal person, which would annoy them, or I would insist on treating them like they were the single coolest event in my entire life, you know, if I liked them. Because it's not that I don't think famous people are cool, it's that I don't think the famous people other people are cool. But if you let me, like, talk to John Darnielle from the Mountain Goats, who I do know what he looks like, and I would recognize him. But I'd probably get all giddy if I had to talk to him. I'd be like, hi, let me embarrass myself real quick. Speaking of, you might be wondering, what's the best Mountain Goat song? Well, there are many schools of thought. On this day, the only correct answer is a song called This Year, off the album The Sunset Tree. A beautiful song, very inspiring, and the line in the chorus that I carry with me all the time is, I'm gonna make it through this year if it kills me. You know, maybe next year I'll give up, but not this one. That's not in the song. That's just like what I think about it. But, you know, there's lots of suffering and despair that we're heir to, but all we have to do is keep on pushing forward, and there will be enough in the world for us to find it worthwhile, I guess. But I recommend the song very highly. This Year by the Mountain Goats, off their album The Sunset Tree, which I don't remember the year it came out. 08, maybe 10, maybe 12, in there. So like what I would call like late middle Mountain Goats era. There was also another album with it called Come to the Sunset Tree. It was almost all of the same songs, but done in acoustic form, and that was a wonderful record also. But they had like a couple track differences there. But in case you are wondering what the best Mountain Goat song is, on New Year's Day, This Year is the best Mountain Goat song. But for the other 364 days out of the year, there are many other songs, probably that many. There are a lot of Mountain Goat songs. And I like almost all of them. But I don't know all of them. Sometimes I'll hear one and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, I remember now. Like 18 years ago, I got really into this song, didn't I? Getting old's weird. Getting old. I am old. I never thought I would get so old. But it's a good thing. There's a lot of ways I thought my life was gonna go, and where it is now is dramatically better than any of the ways that I thought things were gonna turn out for me. So I can be very satisfied with that. I don't have enough sand. I am dissatisfied with the amount of sand that I brought. Why? Why did I think that would be enough sand? I mean, it's okay. We should take a look from the sky real quick. It's like, does it scan? Oh my goodness, it's awesome. It looks perfect. And visually, like, immediately on seeing it, it's exactly what I want it to be on, you know, on the side of the island that we've formed in. You know, you've got the turquoise of the monument there, just irregular enough in the sandbar to make it look as though it's there. And yeah, no, I really quite like this. We just gotta keep on cracking on it. The little bits of grass I think are wonderful. We don't want to get rid of them. We'll probably keep another one on this side too. Just We might plant little bits of sugarcane here and there. But we'll need more sand. But we should drop off some of this junk in the chest, because there's no point in going to get sand if we can't even, you know, take it with us. I'm like, wait, no, I don't have room for any of these things. We're just going to put the animal stuff in there, because why not? This time we'll wreck this. You know, we won't travel so far. Just a little wanton destruction of the environment. Don't mind me. And here we're really just laying the groundwork. Because we'll need, you know, basically total sand coverage for the illusion. You know, it doesn't have to be where there's no dirt at all visible, but I mean, wouldn't it be better if it were that way? Because we can come back and if there's like a little speck somewhere, like, bam, that's a good place to put one of the fake little monument things, the prismarine, making it look as though this was an ancient place, but really we're lying. But we just need to get more terracotta and I was originally gonna build like a little castle-ish thing, but I just sort of I don't know. We might make like a mesa and we could build a castle at the top of it, and then we can sort of stepwise down the terracotta onto this side. Seems like a plan. We have a decent amount of red sand. I don't know if you can make red sand out of just normal sand and red dye. You know, now that I say it, you probably can, but I'm not sure. There's an absolute ton of it in Badlands, but you know, maybe you don't want to go to one, or maybe you're an artisanal sand maker and you wanna flex your new recipes. Come on, now let me get out. There we go. But it's about time for me to go to bed. But Probably play a bit of Minecraft tomorrow. Some seeds for Garuda real quick. And then before we have the dance party, we should say hello to the other pets, because I'm very happy. For who is that? Oh, you know it. You know the answer. It's the Mooshes! Baby Moosh! Mooshy Smalls! They are at home with us again. I don't know if those mushrooms need the darkness, but I don't want any baddies to be spawning down there and trying to intimidate the Mooshes. And they are so happy to be here, and they get to have conversations with Doug through the glass. Everybody's so happy now. I need to work on the moosh enclosure. We need to give them, like, way bigger mushrooms. Like really, really giant ones. Maybe make an artificially big one somewhere. You know, any old thing like that. Just total silliness. But as we come to the end of the video, I would just like to say, as always, how pleased I am that you're here with me. It's been a good time. This is a great little Minecraft world here on day 338. I guess the title wasn't exactly accurate. It was probably day 334 when I started. It doesn't matter. At this point, what's another couple of days? Garuda staring right at me. Our little beacon, you know, lighting up the sky. Little by little, we sort of resemble a real Minecraft player. We got a dragon head, you know, we got the dragon egg. We've assembled a fine crew. I assume those are all things that everybody has to do. But I look forward to seeing what else we could do in this little world. More of the same, surely. Never dying. Now that we got the mooshes back, you know. There's some other pets to get, but we've almost got it all. Strange to have accomplished everything I ever dreamed of. Oh well. I'm sure I'll think of something else, but until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed. I want to thank everyone again for their festive wishes and return my best wishes to them. You know, may the next year be as good as it should be. Sounds like a curse. Look, a holiday is just a symbol, right? And to paraphrase V for Vendetta, symbols are given power by people. So if the changing of one year into the next on a calendar is symbolically meaningful for you, then awesome, you know, embrace that and run with it. And I'm glad that you can interact with symbolism on that level. I do not assign a romantic thing to the day. Normally I feel a lot of regret, but like the mountain goats say, I'm gonna make it through this year if it kills me. So I look forward to many more Minecraft videos with you as the rain falls down. And well, good night, sleep well, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow. I should be streaming at least a few hours. So see ya.